everyone, it's Mrs. P and I'm here to do the budget for the last week of February. I absolutely cannot believe that I'm even saying that. The fact that next month is going to be March and that's spring. We're almost through with winter and I am super excited about that. March gets really busy for us. I'm kind of dreading that in a way, but you know what? Bring on the warm weather and sunshine and we're good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If you are new here, I am a mom of 3 children. 2 are not in the home anymore. They are adulting. One lives on the other side of the country and one lives a couple hours away. And then we still have our daughter. She's 13 and she lives at home with us. I am a teacher. I get paid 10 months out of the year. My husband, he is like a tech. He travels. He doesn't travel and stay gone, but he does travel a couple hours away each day to work. But then he comes home each night. And we have a couple dogs. We have a cat, and we are just regular working parents. We try to just do the best we can. So we are on a debt-free journey, and I am so stoked to get the debt paid off so that we can start saving and living, without having to worry about paying bills. All right, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in and write the dates that we are working with. This is going to be February the 22nd through the 28th. My husband's check hits the bank on Thursday, so we budget from Thursday to Wednesday. All right, so first thing we expect to have around $1,250 from rollover. We roll over our monthly or our weekly amounts that are left over after we pay everything, because this week has a lot of bills that have to be paid. And then whatever's left after we're finished with this week, that goes to debt. That's going to be our snowball. So Mr. P, we expect $1,000. And if you add that up, I don't expect any other income. And if you add that up, it's $2,250. Okay, so then I go down to our bills, and we have quite a bit of bills that come out the last week. So we've got power and internet. I can already see what our bill's going to be. I always round it up to the nearest dollar, and that'll be around $372, which seems high. About 60 of it's internet, the rest of it is electricity. Actually about $15 out of that is an outdoor light that we have. But after seeing and hearing some other people's power bills for, the month of January, where it was so cold all over the country, I'm not too upset about our bill. All right, Spotify is 12, Hulu is 5, Max, which will be going away soon. We only had 6 months. We got the Black Friday deals for Hulu, Max, and Peacock, but Hulu and Peacock was a 12-month subscription deal, but Max was only 6 months. All right, Peacock will be $3, and I'm not paying full price for HBO Max. We watch it every now and then, but definitely not worth paying full price for. All right, cell phones will come out this week. That's $362, and that covers 3 lines here at home, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, both of my boys, and everybody pays their own phone bill except for my daughter. So, well, my husband and I, we all, of course, pay ours together. All right, then we've got Google storage, which is $3. Prime, which is $17, and this is probably the last time Prime will come out as a monthly expense, because I will fund Prime enough to pay for the yearly subscription in March. So that's the last time I'll have Prime on here. And then I'll just pull money and do a sinking fund. All right, so Mr. P's hobby comes out at $49. And if you add this section up, it's $827. And that leaves us with $1,423 remaining. All right, so now I'm going to go down into my sinking funds and savings section. I've got $14.23. All right, so first is my month ahead. Right now we're working on funding my car payment, so I'm going to pull $150. And then sinking funds, I'm going to pull $190 for that. Savings, we have already got our emergency fund fully funded. You know, I was thinking the other day, fully funded to me may be different than fully funded to somebody else. I know Dave Ramsey always said $1,000, but he's been saying that for so long that, like, with the cost of living increasing so much, that $1,000 totally would not cover most emergencies. I'm just curious, what do you guys feel comfortable with having as your emergency fund? I was kind of thinking like $1,000 per person, so around $3,000. But I was just curious, what do you think a good emergency fund should be for the average family? All right, so this section adds up to be $340. That leaves us, already messing up. That leaves, this is a new whiteout. I had a new whiteout, and somehow the little plastic thing got off of the track. So I have it sitting over near my husband's iPad so that he knows he needs to fix that for me. I tried fixing it and I just made a mess of it yesterday. All right, so $1,083. All right, so I'm going to move that leftover up here to our cash envelopes. So $1,083. And this section is everything that I pull out in cash to keep in my wallet, with the exception of gas, which I'm thinking I might do differently next month. And I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I have to write this first, though. I can't talk and think and do all the things at the same time. So groceries is going to get its $150. Pet supplies is going to get $20. Household, $20. Mr. P. Mr. P, guess what? He gets $0 this week because he spent, all of his blow money last week and some. So he said, just take it out of this week's blow money. So, hate doing it to him, but, you know, you got to be able to stay in budget. All right, so he gets nothing. All right, Mrs. P, that's me, gets $45. Miss P gets $20. And if you're wondering why he gets less than I do, he has some hobbies that he has to pay for each month, and so that comes out of his blow money. All right, sporting events. I'm putting 20. We're just beefing this envelope up. Basketball is completely over for both middle school and high school, but soccer is just right around the corner. And we'll need more for soccer than we did basketball. All right, so eating out, still going to get nothing. We've been pretty good about this. We ate out one time in February, so we spent $50 eating out. And that was planned, so that's not bad for a family going all month long and only spending $50 eating out. All right, gas is going to get $50. And unbudgeted, I have to leave this in here even though I don't plan on spending anything for it, just in case something comes in. So what I'm thinking about gas is I've always just used my debit card, and when I don't spend all $50, then it just stays in the account, and that just is going like to our snowball or whatever. But I want to keep just budgeting $50, but I know in March with sports and traveling for soccer that we're going to need more gas money. So I'm thinking that either I'll pull out the gas money, use my debit card also, you know, but then put back what I use and then save the rest for those weeks that I need extra gas. What do you think? Do you think that's a good plan? Because I know that there's going to be some weeks I may need to fill up twice because some of the ball games, the soccer games, are a couple hours or more away from home. So, and we're in the mountains, so gas goes quick when you're traveling up and down mountains. All right, so anyway, this section adds up to be $325, and that leaves us with $758. Okay, so I'm going to move that down here, $758. Now this is our debt section. We only have one debt that comes out this week, and it's the John Deere, and it's a big one. It's $404. But since this is the end of the month and I don't roll over anything to the next month, everything that's left over is going to go to the snowball. So if I do the math and I take the $758, I subtract the $404, we should be able to put $354 to the snowball, which is good. If you watched my monthly plan, we had planned for $350 to go to the snowball. Now, I did want and hope for more than that, but at least with us having less income and some unbudgeted things come through, me accidentally paying extra on a credit card, having to pay extra toward the orthodontist. So all those things still factored in, and we are still coming in getting a decent sized snowball, which is like amazing to me. So if everything works out the way it's supposed to, the snowball should get around $350, leaving this debt total at $758 and our rollover at 0, which is what you want to do when you have a zero-based budget, because, you know, starting on February 29th, my paycheck comes in, and my husband will also get paid that day, so we'll start fresh and new for March. Okay, so this is the plan for the last week of February. I'm excited. I hope that this is more than 354. Crossing my fingers. Okay, but it's still a good one. I mean, $354 extra, and technically I paid extra $70 toward the one card. Not too bad. So I'll be happy with that. All right, so that is all. I do want to say, I know that sometimes I talk about this candle. Well, pretty much every video. I'm going to be very careful moving it, because every time I wiggle it, the wax goes up over and knocks out the light or the flames. Just in case you had not seen the video, goodness, it was like one of my very first cash stuffing videos. I was nervous, and I was trying to get the change out of the little zipper pocket in my wallet, and when I was pulling it out, the nickel flew and went straight into my candle. And it's kind of become a little icon on my channel. He has a name. One of my subscribers decided he should be called Nick, which I think is very, very clever. He is still hiding out down there. This candle is very close to being done. And so I think the consensus is once the candle burns through and I'm able to retrieve the nickel, that I should put Nick in the new candle. So that's the plan right now. But I just wanted to make sure, if you're new to my channel and you didn't get the, you know, the jokes toward the candle, and when I was talking about it, when I referenced the candle and the nickel, you might not have known what we were talking about. But that's the nickel that's still down inside the candle. All right, so that is all. So I'm going to push this away. That is very hot. And I will say goodbye. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.